Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today, as you can see, we're back on with little my pad-80 modifications. And as you can see, I've got a little bit further with the enclosure. In fact, I've got this basically up to a position where I'm reasonably happy with it. I managed to sand it all down. I haven't gone mad with the sanding actually. As you can see, I have left a little bit of the colour in it. I've not like sanded it perfectly either. It's got a bit of marks and roughness to it, and I wanted to keep that actually. I didn't want this thing to look perfect. I wanted it to look kind of like old and a little bit worn, and the way some of the sanding's gone, it has had that look. I could have carried on sanding and sanding and sanding and got it all perfect, but I'm rather pleased with the actual look. It's got nice smooth edges. There's no roughness to it. I managed to get that flat on top. That was a lot of sanding to get that flat. You can see the sides. I've left some colour on them and smoothed these off, rounded them off. So we've got the little cutout at the back for the controls there. And I've drilled all the holes for the actual controls. These were immense fun because what I found, I've got the buttons here. The small button for the top there, which was going to be the start button, that wasn't too bad because that was 22mm and a standard 22mm spade bit, so I could just drill that out. The buttons here, however, the bigger buttons for the three fire buttons, they're 30mm, and searching through all my cutting stuff, the only thing I had that was actually 30mm in depth was a step drill, a big cone step drill about that big. So I had to literally step all the way down to get to my 30mm, and then the hole was actually stepped, so I then had to flip the whole thing over like that and drill again through from that side. It's a good job I have my pillar drill actually to do this. And then with a little bit of sandpaper to clean it up. And I've actually done, like I said, I've done the 3 holes there for the fire buttons. I've done the button for the start, the hole for the start button there, and I've countersunk 4 holes and done the centre hole for the actual joystick itself. So the only thing I haven't done yet is actually seeing if any of these stuff actually properly fits the box. So that's what I thought we'd do. I thought I'd go through that with you. So let's see whether our little start button. Obviously, I've used a slightly smaller button for the start button, so we don't get them confused. But hopefully that should. Oh, is this going to fit? It should do. There we go. So that's our start button in position, and it is just a nice tight push fit in the wood. That's a 22mm hole I had to drill for that. So these are really cheap buttons, but for something like this, they're fine. Let's have a quick push down there. Yep, that one fits in nicely. Let's get another one out of the packet. And of course, I probably will take these back out again because I'm probably going to put a bit of an extra finish on the actual box. I've just given this a really light wipe over with some French polish just to see what would happen, and I'm actually quite pleased with the result. It's not a shine, it's just got a nice sheen to it, and it's brought out a lot of the colour and the grain in the wood. So what I'll probably do when I'm happy with all these buttons, the positions, and I'm happy with them all, is before I solder anything up, I'll be pulling these back out, and I'll give this the actual box another coat of French polish. Like I said, I'm not going to put a varnish on this, I don't think. I was considering it, but I don't think I am now. I think I'm actually just going to French polish it and get a nice finish that way. But basically there's our 3 buttons. So we've got fire button 1, 2 and 3, and we've got a select button. That's the start button up there. The only thing we've got to do really now is mount that and see if that's going to work. What I did is basically I took that plate off, and on the back I marked out all the major points of that plate. I then drilled the 4 corner mounts, and I basically I found out where the exact centre of that that shaft there would be. I drilled one hole and then I used that step drill again and stepped down a few steps there, so there's actually a stepped hole. So it's not just a straight hole there, it's like a conical stepped hole going down for that to come through. And I was in B&Q today, and they've got in their clearance line, they had loads of these little packets of machine screw, pan head slotted, zinc plated, 10 little machine screws like that in a pack, and they were selling these off for 10p a pack. So I managed to find all the packs that they had. I think I got about 10 packs of them for 10p each, so 10 packs of these for £1. And these should be just right for this. What I've done is I've countersunk that hole so they'll drop right in. And what I'll do is I'll drop them in like that. We'll see if this is going to actually fit in place, and we can secure this in place. And then I'll mix up a little bit of that wood filler and PVA glue and sawdust, and I'll just cover over them heads. I was considering leaving them showing, but no, I think I'll probably just I'll probably cover over them. Let's see if we can get this to line up. Oops. Yep, there we go. Right. Really, we should do with a washer on the end of here, but we can always do that at a later date. Let's just get them. See if we can get the thing in. Come on, tighten up. Really, I just want to make sure that the switch is activating in all directions. In fact, yeah, we'll drop the other ones out. Just hold two of these screws while we get these tight, and then we can put the other ones in. Let's have a look now. Right, okay. Let's get a screwdriver on that and see if we can tighten them up. We don't have to go mega tight with them. It's only for just a test to make sure everything's going to line up. And that one's in. Let's get another one in. There we go. Tighten this one up. Come on. They are a bit long, these screws, I suppose, for what we're using them for, but I don't suppose it really matters too much. There we go, that one's in. Put one more in. Down there. Try and get this on here. There we go. Right, let's do this one up. There we go. That's tight. Better just tighten these up, make sure it pulls it nice and square. Last one. Sorry, you can't see very much with where I've got the camera, can you? But right. Okay. That's sounding pretty good. Let's fit the knob on the top of there, and we'll see. Got the control knob here. That screws on the top there. Yeah, I think I'm rather happy with that. Yeah, it literally just misses on the timber there. So that's our joystick there. We've got our 3 fire buttons. Size wise, yeah, I'm happy with that. I can fit both my hands on it quite comfortably. I can get hold of the control easy enough. And I can get to my 3 fire buttons. So have a quick look underneath. There we go. So we've got our set of micro switches there. Like I say, it's actuating all of them just fine. We can get to our points on all our switches there nice and easy. Same for the points on the micro switches. So yeah, that is the enclosure pretty much built for the little my pad-80 modification. The only thing I'm going to have to do with this, obviously, I'm going to pop all these off and give this another couple of coats of some French polish or something, just make the cabinet look that tiny little bit nicer. I will make the back panel to fit in there with the that'll have just an on-off switch, possibly a reset. I don't know how. I'll probably put an on-off switch, a reset, and then it'll have the phonos on it for AV8 for our composite and our audio out. So I'll get that made. And then that'll pretty much be this part of the project actually done. That'll be our box finished, and then we can turn our attentions to the actual MyPad. There is the little thing itself, and how we're going to modify this and get like the connections for the buttons and for the joystick there, and integrate them into the inside of here. Anyway, like I said, this was just a quick little update, seeing I'd got some chance to do a little bit of work on the box, and I did want to see that my joystick and all the buttons were going to fit, and they do, and like I said, I'm quite pleased with that. So, like I said, I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed that little update on this project. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.